people, and welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be a recap of how I did my whole entire entryway and hallway transformation. We started off by scraping the door, because the original door you saw had too many layers of paint on it. So we did start it off with a paint thinner, scraping off the door, sanding it, getting it to a smooth surface, and getting it ready, prepped for paint. I did went in with a primer, like a little primer gripper that actually grips and attach whatever paint you apply on top of it. And then I painted it with this very, very dark gray that's almost closer to black, because I do like black. That's my color, you guys. But the color scheme in my house that I wanted to kind of mesh between upstairs and downstairs, we got a lot of grays and blacks going on. So this color actually worked perfectly to kind of mesh the two living spaces together. So I did prep around my edges and went with this color, painted the entire door, and you're gonna see as this video goes along, this is the color that I kind of use throughout this whole process. So after I was done with this, guys, we still had the ceiling over the entryway that had popcorn on it, that I did not like it because it was like caked up in so many different spots. So we did scrape it off as much as we can. In hindsight, we probably could have did a little better around the light, but my plan is to put like a little medallion there to cover it up. And then I just painted it all together with the same color as the wall to kind of give it like a blending, seamless look. Changed out the light fixture to something more modern, and it's going to blend with the light that I have up on the stairs. And this is how this area came out. I still like it. Like I said, I'm going to get like a medallion to like cover up that spot, just to kind of give it a little bit of oomph. But that's how that project ended up being. So I wanted to create a little entryway area, because the way that it was, like everything was just bulged up and jammed up here, and I kind of didn't like it. So I wanted to put some aesthetic with some functionality. So I did added this mirror, a few shelves, and like a shoe rack, just to like house up with the shoes, just so that we have some type of organization system in here. Decorated lightly, just so that when you come into the home, it looks nice, and supposedly supposed to function as well too. And you're gonna see that that didn't function in my mind how I wanted it to function. But you know, you live and learn. You learn things as you live in the house more, and that's how you end up getting the knowledge to change and adapt to your household and the things and the people in your household. So with that, the new project came to do the stairs, because I wanted the entryway to look nice when you come into the home. And believe it or not, you guys, this was a full year before I even got to the stairs. And that's the benefit of a fixer-upper that you can live in and gradually fix up as you live here. When we bought this house had strong bones. It just needed cosmetic fix-up. But again, over time, we take steps one at a time, our budget one at a time. And the main reason for the stairs, why it took so long, honestly, is just me trying to find the time to figure out how I was going to do this while everybody was home, because I only had weekends to do my project. So I just decided to, I'm just gonna nip this in the bud. We're just gonna work with it and do what we had to do. It did extend the process, because I had to always find ways to allow passage from upstairs and downstairs, and that meant me taping off certain area, providing some type of traffic way so that my kids and my family can go up and down the stairs. And it took long. By the end of this project, my back and my knee, everything kind of suffered the benefits of this, but I had to do it because I wanted the entryway and everything to blend. This was the process we went through, trying to get it to dry quicker, trying to speed up the time, even though it still took long. But the result of it was beautiful, and I'm so happy that I did it and it's over. Like, stairs is one thing I don't want to have to do again, just to be honest, you guys. Anyway, with painting the stairs, I wanted to change up a little bit of the entryway. The stairs, you guys, the touch up and everything I had to do for the stairs, because originally I think the previous owner had carpet on the stairs, and they ripped up the carpet and then tried to do something with the wood that was under, so it did allow a lot of damage to the wood, which, you know, it is what it is. It's still wood. And honestly, I didn't have the patience to go through doing the extras, so I just went with the painting method, and that was it for me. So I wanted to change up to make this entryway more functional now, because the way I had it before, it looked nice and it had some type of function to it, but it wasn't helping us because we kind of all corralled in that little space in the front there to kind of get everything done. Like my husband or I would have to disarm the house, and the kids would have to take out the shoes, so we kind of like bulged up in that area. And the worst part about this entryway is that our door opened inside towards our staircase, so it didn't allow any flow. So changing this up by freeing up the space, placing a mirror here to allow more light and brightness and openness, and just having minimal decor really allow the space to feel open, to look open, and it had a better functionality to it, and it blended with the staircase because I used the same color that was on my inside of the door on my stairs, and you're gonna see I'm gonna use this going on into the hallway. And that's when the other project came in to do a cabinet that took me to the drawing board. So the original plan was to get an IKEA shoe cabinet system, but for the size that we wanted it to have, it would have been too pricey for our budget. I know IKEA stuff is budget friendly in some areas, but for us, it wasn't in our budget. Building it was, and it allowed us to build something bigger and larger than the size that we would have got just trying to get one. So essentially, my husband just built a box. We went to Home Depot, got the supplies, and he kind of just configured it in the way that I drew the schematics for it, which is just building a box with doors. But I didn't want it to be just a box. I wanted to add dimension to it by adding these trims, and they were like 50 cents per square foot, I think, at the time, just to add some little oomph to it, because I didn't just want it to look regular. Like, this is still in the entryway. This piece here is exactly parallel to the stairs, so when you open the door, you see both this and the stairs. So I wanted it to kind of coincide in a way and still look good. So what you see me doing is just applying the edge banding on it with heat, just to kind of seal up the edges and give a smooth surface that allowed it to be smooth enough for me to paint. And again, I use that same color from the inside of the door, from my staircase, just to again make everything blend. Now the doors that you see on the shoe cabinet were doors that we previously had for another project that didn't work out, and my husband just fitted to attach to this cabinet using soft close hinges that we picked up from Home Depot. So that's why you didn't see the most filming of it. I did lightly decorate this area because, again, still wanting to keep that open concept, didn't want to clutter it, because I wanted the entryway to have a flow, and I wanted this to also have space to allow you to use it functionally if you needed to, without putting so many things in that area. So all this together, you guys, it allowed my family to have more functionality. We're not all corralling in the entry point. We could come in the house, either my husband or I would disarm. The kids would go down the stairs to take off their shoes. They actually can use the little few steps to like sit down and take off their shoes, and everybody kind of have a separate area they could go to before they actually go wherever they have to go, take off their shoes, do whatever they have to do, and we're just not both stuck in the entryway. But that was my main concern, because it was annoying all of us coming in at once, and we're kind of having to work around the staircase and the door opening up inside. So you guys, this is how the final result came out. I really do love it. Like I said, it's very functional for my household. Didn't cost as much, and you guys, beneficial to our house. I can't say it enough. So I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it, and again, I'll catch you then. Bye.